Hey, how are you? In this video, I'm going to explain how to hire your first employee step by step, what you need to do, lay the framework so that you can hire a very high quality insurance producer, salesperson, service person, operations, marketing, whatever it is that you're looking to hire for your agency. These are the steps that you need to do to hire your first insurance agent or producer. So let's dive into it. Okay, so before I dive into the video, I wanted to do a quick shout out to our system that we're using. We're affiliates with Tudo Solutions. Boom, we'll pop it up right here. Just a quick shout out. Tudo is the system that has helped my agency really grow in the last 3 to 4 years. They've made us affiliates. So now we're highly promoting it to other agents. I would never promote something I don't 100% believe can really help you and your agency grow as well. So if you're looking to scale things, increase the activity, volume, sales, that is the key to growing an insurance agency. The more you put in now, and this is the beauty of insurance agencies, is that it's not just a first-time sale like real estate, commission-based business. This business is all about residuals. So ramping marketing up, ramping activity, ramping leads up is key to making sales and growing your business. Tudo is the system that you need to do that because it allows you to do 10x amount of text messages, emails, automations, Google reviews for your customers that are already active. Just activity. You need to import your data into it, like contacts, pulling stuff offline, business information, hitting people up. So that's the part of it that you have to input the data in contacts, but then you can really just 10x your activity and contact and communication, which is what this is all about. So highly recommend it. Check it out. $99 a month. There's a 14-day free trial, and you can get going today. So Tudo, highly recommend it. All right, let's dive into the video. How to hire your first insurance agent, producer, salesperson, service person, what you're looking for. So first and foremost, you need to decide, are you looking to hire a producer, salesperson that's licensed, or you're going to get licensed, or are you looking to just hire a service person to just handle customer service, to take that off your plate and let them handle customer service. At my agency right now, we do not hire new sales producers that are already licensed. So we'll do an interview, we'll talk to them. If they're a great fit, we'll say, hey, get yourself licensed in the next 90 days or whatever, and we'll offer you the job, but you need to get licensed within the next 90 days, and once you get licensed, you'll start. So we won't even actually start anybody until they're licensed for a sales role. Service is a little different because you don't need a license. It's preferred if you have a license, but what we do with service is we're really just hiring virtual assistants. So we use an agency, insurance agency, virtual assistant agency that helps recruit, and they give us candidates and we interview them and we hire for service because that we try to keep the cost low. Salespeople is commission based and we need to have them licensed in the US. So it's a little different. Virtual assistants can be out of the country. So first things first, you need to let people know that you are hiring. So that's number one. Let people know you're hiring. Post on social media, post on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. DM people. Just say, put stuff up on LinkedIn. Indeed, where actually I've had the most, this is funny because I didn't even mention this one, but I've had the most success from the app called Nextdoor. That's just a neighborhood community app where I posted hey, I'm hiring for a part-time service person. That ended up being my office manager now, and she's amazing. Shout out to Jamel. So Nextdoor, everywhere, just let people know. People have to know you're hiring. Put some benefits, put some stuff in there about what the role entails, and let people know. So next step is you're going to start to get candidates. You need to have people send you their resume, and you need to have a good hiring process. There needs to be a process of what you're going to do. So first thing, get the resume. Step 2, take a look at the resume, schedule an interview in person or Zoom. Step number 3, have them do a quick assessment. There's a bunch of free assessments where you can gauge somebody's communication skills. We use a little more in-depth one that we pay for because it's, you're hiring a person. It's a big expense. It is well worth it, but you need to do it's a calculated risk. So an assessment is important that we do. Then we have a follow-up call based on the assessment or how they did on the interview. And that's when we kind of, we point out stuff that we're concerned about. We noticed you were only working in a place for a year and you were job hopping quite a bit for the last 5 years. What's going to be different this time? So having a process. Step number 2, make sure you have a flow. Number 3, let them know and make it super clear what the position entails, the hours, the expectations, what they're signing up for, how much they're going to get paid, what potential money they can make. Make those things clear and also attractive too. Like sell it. You're selling people too to want to work for you. And also make it a good culture. Like make it a good place. So setting expectations, making things very clear is very, very important. Step number 4, before you start to hire somebody, you need to make sure that you have enough recurring revenue and renewals already on the books to start hiring your first person. I wouldn't personally hire somebody if I had a 0 book and 0 experience. I waited about 8 to 12 months. Once I had about 8 months worth of premium and renewals on the books, I forecasted about 3 or 4 months because a lot of those are 1-year term policies that renew the second year. And I was forecasting that money coming in. So I sold about I think a little over $250,000 in premium. And that equates to roughly $25,000 to $30,000 in commissions, which is very low for the first year, which is pretty standard if you're a brand new agent, scratch. But I knew that money was going to come in, so at least I could pay somebody $25,000 to $30,000 because that's coming in. I was just forecasting more sales coming in the next year. Obviously, it's not gonna, you're not gonna not make sales. So, hopefully, so that's kind of what I recommend is have some premium on the books that you can count on to pay your people. You don't want to be not able to make payroll. That's not a good move. Step number 5 is to have a training program or plan in place weekly. It's not something you do once a month or once every couple weeks. You need to have training in place at least once a week, especially for new agents. You're going to be helping them a lot, or new service people or new salespeople. Part of your time, you're going to expect at least 25% of your time is going to be taken away on just training them. But investing in a good training program for insurance, there's a bunch of them out there. That's important. Like having them understand, hear it from somebody else, see that this is how the industry works and how to do things right is going to be key foundationally for them to be excellent agents in a year, 2 years, 3 years. So having a training program, key. Step number 6 is to decide whether you're going to put them on payroll or you're just going to pay them $10.99. If they have set hours and you have certain roles and expectations that are in line with the business, at least in California, they have to be W-2 employees. I'm not sure how other states work and their rules, but they might be able to be 1099, but you need to get payroll set up. You need to have, you can use ADP, whatever. I'm not a huge fan of ADP. Or you can just use QuickBooks, but you need to pay them on payroll. I would recommend getting a bookkeeper maybe, or somebody who can help you set this up. ADP is pretty cookie cutter, and you can use them. There's other ones that are cheaper too, so don't just listen to me and take ADP. Go check out other payroll services. It's pretty easy to set them up. And yeah, at this point, you should also have your business entity in line and structured out. You don't want to just be an individual paying on payroll. I like to use the business entity. There's some tax benefits later. Anyways, let's keep going. Step number 7, decide exactly clearly those expectations, those roles. Have them structured out. Decide what roles they are going to take and give them full responsibility of them. Delegate those things, even though they might not do as good of a job as you would, obviously, because you care, it's your business. That was one of the biggest hurdles for me. I was like, man, like I need to do the customer service. I need to talk to that person. I need to make the sale. Like I need to do these things because I'm going to do it right, and these people can't do it right yet. But giving them and letting go of that, that's one of the hardest things as an operator or a business owner, is to let go. But if you want to grow your business, listen to this. If there's anything you take away from this, if you want to grow your business and you want to really, really grow and be a big agency and be successful, you cannot do it all by yourself. You need people. People are businesses. People make up businesses. So you need to have people. You need to train them well. You need to be okay with them messing things up too, and give them ownership of their role. So give them a role and let them run with that. Those are the main things that I will say are the key to hiring a person. Finding candidates. The best thing to do is to let as many people as you can know, because if you have a pool of people, the candidates, you don't want to just have one or two people interviewing for a role and you're just like, this guy's a little bit better, fine, let's just go with this guy. You want to make sure if it's not a hell yeah, like this person is my person, I'm excited about this person, then it's a no. There's no maybe people. You don't want to hire maybe people. You want to be really excited about your team. Somebody you can count on, you trust. Make sure they have a positive mindset. They're coachable. Make sure they're customer focused and they're going to go the extra mile for customers. And make sure they have a positive mind, coachable, team oriented. These are kind of key things. And obviously you need to list out the things that you value for your business. But those are kind of the main things that we look for. It's like somebody who's very positive, number one, that it's coachable, that's willing to take, constructive criticism, that's willing to follow rules, processes, procedures, somebody who is team oriented, because as you grow a team, you want to make sure they fit in with other people. So those are kind of the main things that we really look for. And I think that's kind of it. You want to make sure also if you're hiring virtually, you want to make sure that they can write well, they can speak well. Sometimes there's accents and language barriers if you're hiring virtually. People overseas, that can be a challenge too. And also making sure your communication is very, very open. Our phone systems have internal chats, which have been really, really helpful for my team. There's a main chat where everybody can talk. There's individual chatting to DM. You can use what is that, Outlook? I'm going blank on it. Teams, Outlook Teams, Microsoft Teams. Yeah, there you go. You could use Microsoft Teams, or Slack is another very good one. We use Cotter Bridge phone system, a little more expensive, but it's a phone system and it's all integrated, records everyone's calls. Very, very important to hear people speak and how they do. So hopefully that helps you with hiring your first employee. Also, key, pro tip, have a little producer agreement with them. Especially if they're a licensed agent. Non-competes are a big factor when it comes to insurance. If they want to branch off and start their own agency in 2 years, you want to make sure that there is, something that they signed, contract, that says they can't go and steal all your clients from you. So go to ChatGPT, say, can you write me an insurance producer agreement, a short agreement, have them sign something and have some expectations about the role. Make sure you're compliant with hourly wages, all the different, things that come in line with hiring, your first employee. I think going to the HR department, if you do go through ADP or another payroll system, they have some HR tips for you in your state. So definitely check those things out. Consult with an attorney if necessary, or the HR people in, a payroll service. That's all I got. Hopefully some of those tips help you getting your first employee. And remember, you can't do it alone. You need a team, and you need sales from your team to grow. So make as many sales as you can. Let go of the things you delegate, and don't be a micromanager, because no one likes a micromanager. Be a cool boss like me, that I try to be sometimes, and give people opportunities, help them grow. If you pour into other people, they will pour back into you. That's my belief. Also, read a couple books on managing. If you've never managed people, a great one is Making of a Manager. I believe it's called Making of a Manager by Julie Zhao. It's a great book. The 1 Minute Manager. Don't know the author off the top of my head, but check that book out, 1 Minute Manager. And yeah, those are a couple. Send some comments below, and I'll comment some other of the books that have really helped me be a good leader and really grow, I think, a team that likes to work at Adelphia Insurance. So hopefully that does help you. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, share this with another agent if you can that you think might benefit from watching this video. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will continue trying to make good content for you to help you grow your business and hopefully see you at the top. That's all I got. See you soon. Peace.